So I followed my own advice and didn't pick randomly from the list. I got a little spin wheel thing, and the spin wheel has spoken, so to speak. The next state that we're going to be making its most famous sandwich is Pennsylvania. Now, there's probably very few of you wondering what Pennsylvania's state sandwich could be. But then most of us are like, oh, it's the Philly cheesesteak.
Go Birds.
Not only is the Philly cheese considered a staple in Pennsylvania, but it's also a staple of America. I mean, I live across the country from its state of origin, and even I had a Philly pretty early on in life. The original creation is widely credited to two brothers, Pat and Harry,
Olivieri?
who ran a hot dog and fish cake stand in South Philly. It's said to have started as them just making the sandwich for themselves, but then one day a cab driver passing by asked them what it was they were making and if he could try it. Inspired by the stranger's reaction, they would eventually decide to start selling the sandwich on a regular basis. The Philly became so popular that Pat ended up opening his own cheesesteak spot, which is known today as Pat's King of Steaks, located in the Italian Market District of South Philly. Now, what I've always liked about making a good old Philly cheesesteak is that it's not very many ingredients. If you like a couple veggies, cheese, and meat, you'd probably enjoy yourself.
Hey, yo, me!
Now let's see what they're talking about. Alright, so you're going to want to start off with some shaved steak or thinly sliced, whatever you want to call it. Disclaimer before we get going here, I know that there's multiple variations of the Philly cheesesteak, and I also know that the OG Philly is meant to come with Cheese Whiz. But here's the thing, I don't fucking like Cheese Whiz. So today we're making the one with provolone. Make sure you're just grilling your veggies and not turning them into mushy baby food nonsense. Like I said, ain't no Cheese Whiz around here. Oh, and also make sure you're seasoning your meat before, during, and after, because if you don't, you're probably being investigated by the IRS for tax fraud. Check it out. It's beefy, it's meaty, it's cheesy, it's all the things you wanted it to be. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this because I definitely know already. Same as always. Philly cheese, amazing.